Welcome to 1M3Y, a personal development podcast where we share about how to achieve your goals and speak to successful entrepreneurs and other key opinion leaders. I'm Joe.
And I'm Corinne, and happy 2024! Happy New Year! Welcome to our first ever episode, 1M3Y, 1 million in 3 years.
Yeah, so Corinne, it's the new year. So do you have any New Year resolution?
That's an interesting question, Joe. I think I would say for this year, I gave myself 2 resolutions.
Okay.
One is to keep fit, like almost like every other people having the same resolution as me. And I want to actually take more courses. Oh wait, one major one is to actually find a full-time job because I'm graduating this year.
Yeah, I am too, and I think this pressure is coming to me too. And we're graduating into a very uncertain year.
Yeah, it is. And it's scary. I feel quite scared at times to think about it, but I mean, we do our best.
Yeah, but I think it's also quite exciting to see that what it will become, right? At least that's for me.
Yeah, to see what life throws to us and what doors open for us and what opportunities that we have.
Exactly. And yeah, funny you said, you wanted to lose weight, and most popular resolutions actually are physical health, weight loss, and eating habits. And so I think you actually fall into the most common pool of people who have these habits. But why? Because I personally do not think that New Year resolution are necessary. Not saying goals are not necessary, but I think that you don't need the New Year to make these resolutions. It can just be goals.
So you do not have any New Year resolutions?
Yeah, I do not have any resolution because I don't think it is necessary for us to change or like set goals during the New Year. Yeah. How about you?
I don't know. I feel it very differently, I'll say, because a new year seems to me like a new chapter of a book. It's a blank slate. And anything can happen. It's like the world is an oyster. You can write any story you want this year. It's the motivation someone gets or anyone gets from it being a new year. Yes, close the uncomfortable chapters in the last year, move on and focus on something new. And this is what I feel a lot of people would want to set New Year's resolution.
I think that's fair, but that actually like opens me to a new perspective, on why people set New Year resolution. Because personally, I don't think like I need the New Year. I can set goals anytime, but I guess some people like to set proper times where they want to, like what you said, start a new chapter, right?
So meaning as in I want to know, so anytime meaning like you can just set goal like, oh, today I want to go to the gym.
Yeah, for example, I started my gym membership in October.
Okay.
Mainly because I completed most of the things that I needed to do, like travel, and I just came back from Sweden last August. And then after settling things from August to like September, I signed up for the gym in October. So I started gym in October, and I've been diligently going until recently when I went for my Vietnam trip.
Okay.
And then so I don't think it's necessary for me to go gym. Like if, for example, I told myself last August that I wanted to go gym, I don't need to go in 2024 January. Right? Because I think that will be like time wasted.
Yeah, I feel like it's an excuse, it's a procrastination.
Yeah, I guess
reason.
You could see it that way, but I guess some people may see that as another way to, maybe you're closing to the year, maybe you're in October, then you tell yourself that January you'll start. But again, I think
I'm one of them.
It could be. Yeah, you could.
I'm applying for a gym membership next week or at the end of the month.
And it's January. But you're not alone, right? Because actually 12% of the people actually go sign up for the gym in January itself. So you're not alone. Most people actually sign up gym in January. But that's like quite high because January is only 8.3% of the year, and 12% actually sign up then. So it's slightly more than the other months. Yeah.
I'm one of the 12%, as you say.
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't know, as in there are times where, I mean, you can set goal anytime, and for people, I would say people like me, as in I know that if I set a new resolution and it's in the middle of the year and I'm still not doing anything about it, I feel very unmotivated, and I feel like I want to just wait for the next year. And like what you say, is about wasting.
Yeah, you're just wasting your time,
just
right?
wasting time.
Yeah.
I know. Do you think?
Maybe it boils down to our personality. What do you think?
Okay. Let's talk about personality then. Then I'm a very messy person.
Okay.
And this year, especially after coming back from a 1-year exchange program, I want to do a lot of things. I want to be part of so many projects. I want to change the world in lack of a better vocab. But I get so messy into, I start so many things and I don't know where I am at for each project. So for me, setting not just goals, but my clear New Year's resolution, which is to do a course, or not just a course, like multiple courses, but focusing on technology or something else.
You mean like attending courses, right?
Yeah, attending courses or even online courses to improve my portfolio.
Okay.
I think those are specific goals that it helps me remind myself that I'm not just like starting a new project.
Yeah, but I feel like this is not about you being messy, but it's just like how there's this term called the hustle culture, right?
Okay.
Like in our society nowadays, it's very difficult, and increasingly difficult for us to actually like make ourselves, distinguish ourselves from the crowd, because everyone is just taking internship after internship, right? Everyone have so many projects, so I think it's just normal for us, in some sense, because we are part of this culture, that we are also trying our best to explore different things, different avenues that perhaps could either increase our portfolio or increase our chance of or likelihood of getting something that we want or we can succeed with, or something we can make a living out of, right? So I don't think that you have a messy personality, but that's what our society makes us have. Yeah.
Interesting that you talk about success though, or succeeding, because I just remember last year I managed to finish or reach one of my New Year's resolution last year, was to keep fit.
Okay.
And to actually, not last year, sorry, 2 years ago.
So 2022.
2022. Wow, time flies.
Yeah, we're 2024 now.
Time flies. Whoa.
Yeah,
2022. And how I did it was actually to have people accountable for me. So, for example, I want to keep fit. I created an Instagram account.
Okay.
And during the Instagram account, I started posting workout reels.
Wow.
I started to post shirtless pictures of myself.
Okay.
But I mean, even though some people might say that, oh, that's so attention seeking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I feel that there are others, like my friends, who are actually encouraging me like, oh wow, Kevin, they can actually see some changes after a few months. And actually that really encouraged me to know that whatever the effort I'm putting in, there's results being shown. So I thought that was quite cool, honestly. Yeah. Do you have any success stories?
Of course, I have a success story of myself achieving something, but it's not like a resolution. So maybe I just talk about how I achieved it, right? So yeah, it's also relating to weight loss. It's funny how all our stories are. Yeah, but I think these are mainly the difficult parts, because it requires a lot of alteration to your life, or building essentially habits into your life, right? So when I was in year 1 of university, I was relatively fit, because after army, your fitness drop a bit unless you maintain it, right? So I was relatively fit in year 1 of uni. So during the winter break, I decided, I want to lose weight and I want to keep fit.
Okay.
So I told myself that I'm going to run 1 kilometers for the first day, and then every single day I'm going to run 100 meters more. So the reason I tell myself is because if the first day I can do 1 kilometer, I just need to do 100 meters more. So every single day I'm just doing 100 meters more. And the problem I had back then was that I couldn't do like 1.6 kilometers.
Okay.
I'm quite heavy, so like there's a physical limitation, right?
Okay.
But then with this, I told myself I actually can just increase. So eventually I went from 1 to 2, and then from 2 I dropped the 0.1 kilometers. No, sorry, I think from 2.4 I stopped the 0.1 kilometers. I immediately went to 3 kilometers.
Wow.
And eventually I think I went to 4 or 5 kilometers. And that was after that, I think it was Chinese New Year. Again, habits got disrupted, and then
All the bakwas,
Yeah, all the-
batats.
all those goodies from
Chinese New Year is coming.
Yeah, it's a phosphorus time, right? But unfortunately, my goals was shattered back then. But ultimately, I think it shows that how I set achievable goals to actually achieve. And then I also, another way I did it was that, like what you did, I posted on my social media. I posted every day my Apple Watch, like workout completion. And then like my friends would say, wow, you're running, and like, how can you run so long, and like things like that. So to me, it was some kind of like motivation. Yeah.
That's wow. I feel that all these success stories, I won't say success stories, but just small stories, I'll say, or reaching our resolution. I think it's very heartwarming to hear.
Yeah.
But I mean, to even reach this, I have a lot of failures, like a lot of unresolved
Well,
resolutions.
I think we can dive down into deeper on how actually maybe like the key points on how we actually achieve these goals or like these resolutions, right? Well, these are like not words from me, but like from these therapies or an author called like Amanda White. So she believed that most people who make resolution actually tend to make like these lofty promises without a plan for success. So like these goals are actually too big for you to actually even achieve. So maybe for example, you tell yourself that you're gonna
find a job.
Find a job. So how are you gonna do that? So like maybe you have the small steps in mind, but you don't actually like write it out, or like you don't have a blueprint to success essentially, right? So one way that actually that's recommended is we set SMART goals. Do you know what SMART goals are?
Yeah, actually, funnily, I think in my previous internship or the company I'm working at, my boss actually used these goals to reach or fulfill marketing campaigns and to measure how successful a marketing campaign is. And SMART goals is rather universal, I think. I did not know that. I mean, I don't know.
It is very universal. I actually gotten in touch with it first from like marketing when I was in business development, right? But ultimately, I think it makes sense why it's like universal, right? Because
but I don't know that you can use it on yourself or on your goals.
You can, because ultimately SMART goals are S for specific, M for measurable, A for attainable, R for realistic, and T for time bound. So what you do is when you take your goal and then you break it down into this matrix. And it makes sense because with all these matrix, right, it actually makes your whole goal much more realistic. That's
more
literally
attainable, I guess.
Ultimately attainable, realistic, it's essentially make it more specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. You make it more smart, right? But maybe like before you take a step into reaching the goal, after you set these goals, right, you actually have to create habits around it. So like for example, we actually, for myself, I made a promise that I will go run from like 6 p.m. every single day or 5 p.m. So I try to set like these habits at certain timing based on my lifestyle. I don't know how do you manage to.
I think it's funny to say about habits because only recently, I mean, maybe I was living in a cave and everyone realized this, but I was actually always finding a project that I'm passionate about or I'm motivated to do. And if I find that motivation, maybe that is the project for me. However, motivation only can get you so far. And I realized, even though everyone knows this, what I'm going to say, but it's just something I learned. You learn something new every day. Which is, motivation only gets you so far. But what is more, I won't say more important, but what is the key to make it a success story is actually discipline. So my motivation to lose weight, maybe I broke up with someone. For example, I'm still single. I did not break up with anyone. But let's say I broke up with someone. That drives me to start. But when I start, I need to have the discipline to continue. Because once I think that, I think I'm okay with myself. I don't want to push on anymore because I got no motivation. Maybe I found someone else and I'm very comfortable. But that should not be the case because the amount of positive results that shows from.
Ultimately, I think once you get the motivation, then you need to create a habit. Then once you have the habit, to create the habit, you need to have some discipline and the continued sense of motivation or like continued motivation. So either you find it through posting on your stories and your friends encouraging you, or maybe you have a group of buddies that you go to gym with. Maybe there's some way to find motivation.
It is. I need to find.
Actually, why didn't you ask me to go gym with you?
I think we weren't friends back then. I think we only knew.
No, but you said you're gonna sign up, right?
Oh yeah. I'm going to sign up. Yeah. Oh, sure. Why not? Are we going to the same gym? We discuss this later.
Yeah, because let's not say the name of the gym here.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. As in, sometimes I feel. As in, I won't say I'm lazy, but I feel like it's human nature to feel very lethargic at times, and I know some days I just feel like I want to stay at home and just lie down on my bed the whole day.
I feel like maybe it. Actually, I don't know if you know about like this like superfood or food that will make us more like focused. Basically, fruits including like blueberries and like.
Well, for a moment I thought you were selling something that I
I'm
don't know.
I'm not selling, but yeah, I was just thinking like diet is actually very important. So I'm trying to like see how this year I'm gonna start something new, but it's not a New Year resolution.
I thought
I haven't.
resolution.
It's not a New Year resolution.
Okay.
But it just happened like this year I came across it and I thought maybe I should start like incorporating a better diet because I think diet actually is important to like determine how much energy we have.
Oh.
So actually, maybe I can share with you after the show.
Oh, yes. Tell me what.
Maybe we can make an episode about this in future.
Sure. If it actually helps, we should do a what do you call it? A/B testing.
Yeah.
One person eats that fruit and one person don't eat.
Yeah.
those
Okay.
kind
Sure.
of food. I don't know.
Maybe, but I'm not sure if it's a big enough sample size. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it is what I won't say it is what it is. That sounds like a very defeatist mindset, but it takes effort, and it's how much. Can I say it's how much you want it? Do you think that's a safe statement to say?
Definitely it plays a huge role because that tells how much motivation you have for the specific resolution or goal. But ultimately my stand is still you don't need to do it during the New Year's, but it's the same way as how you achieve any goal. Yeah.
How about maybe how we should look at it is not people only set goals in New Year's. People can set goals anytime, but during New Year they can set a bigger goal or they can set a long-term goal for the year.
Maybe.
Yeah. I think I was reading somewhere because I was just finding ways to spice up my New Year's resolution. And I think on CNA or someone was recommending setting 24 things to do in 2024.
Wow.
So making it fun.
24.
Making it fun. Like it could be like 24 books to read or 24 or like because there's 12 months there's 12 months in every year, not just this year only.
Yeah.
But like 2 things a month where the first month I learned how to ride a bike. I know how to ride a bike. You get what I mean.
I guess like 24 books, for example.
Yeah, or like 24 different kind of sports they want to try.
Wow.
So
that is a lot.
I tried tennis for the first time.
Trying if it constitute just like going to head play once, then...
Okay, no, you may not trying, but... I don't know why there was slang when I said trying, but we are all just figuring out our podcast voice at this point of time.
Yeah, I guess.
But you get what I mean. It's like
I get it.
Specific.
Or maybe it's like directly achievable.
Oh yeah. I think
easily measured. Like if I read 24 books. But again, it depends, right? Like how easy it is to incorporate. If let's say you are someone who, for example, doesn't read book at all. To get you to even read one book, do you even like can you even complete it in 2 weeks?
But maybe the 24 thing. Okay, maybe we are just thinking too much into it.
Yeah, ultimately I think we should go back to using SMART goals.
Yes. Okay, right. I think you're just looking too much into it. If it helps you, sure, set 24 specific achievable goals. But I think as Gen Zs, I'm not a Gen Z. I wish I want to be a Gen Z. I think I'm a millennial, but I think too much into a lot of stuff.
I think you're a Gen Z.
I'm not a Gen Z.
Gen Z is 1996 and above.
No, really?
Yeah, I think based on different definition that you actually go to. But by the way,
sure.
I'm so sorry that my voice is a bit off, but I'm actually sick. And then like we actually like had to delay this podcast recording.
Yeah, but we are here now. We are here
Yeah.
now. I'm great that we put in the discipline.
yeah, I think this is one of our big goals actually. We
Our
hope
resolution.
Yeah.
Smart goals, not
smart
resolution.
goals.
To start a podcast.
Yeah.
So we're disciplined enough to come together, find us time, and record. Let's see. I don't know. I'm interested to see where this goes.
Every single week we have to record and upload.
Yes, we need to.
Okay.
We need to. So, takeaways for this episode.
I think the main takeaways here are a few things. Mainly, firstly, is to achieve a goal, you have to create a good habit.
Okay. Yeah.
But then, to create a good habit, you need to have a constant source of motivation. Maybe the catalyst that sparks your creation of a habit, but also the motivation that continuously supply your fuel to continue your habits.
The discipline.
The discipline
yeah.
essentially. And then to set smart goals. Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound goals. So these goals actually help, this matrix help to break down your goals and essentially make it more achievable.
Mm. Well said.
Yeah.
Well said.
Do you have any other points?
Personally, no, but I would want to wish everyone out there that if you guys are on a New Year's resolution or set yourself a New Year's resolution, don't give up. I mean, you're not alone. Everyone is trying. Even though if you fail, okay, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Even though you fail, don't wait until next year to.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah. So I think the point here is we are not talking just about New Year resolution. It can be used for any goals.
Yes.
Not necessarily New Year's resolution. So
It could be a new month.
Yeah.
Or new week resolution.
Or like a new day, essentially.
A new hour.
Yeah, just do it immediately.
This hour I want to write a book.
But but I guess the main thing you're lacking is the motivation.
Yes.
So find that motivation or create that motivation.
Passion
Find a
grows.
group of friends or post it on your social media. Find people to encourage you.
Accountability.
Be attention seeking.
Yeah. I mean, who's caring? Let them talk if they want to.
Yeah, I mean if people
hate,
if
I don't
people
know.
judge, then maybe they are not meant to be there. lah.
And ultimately, it is what you feel is best for yourself.
Yeah.
And it's important to really focus.
Yeah, ultimately the one who benefit from achieving the goal is you.
I feel like I need to know all this. As in, I feel like
Yeah,
this is
maybe I
something-
should tell you now.
Yeah,
You know, the one who will benefit from achieving the goal is you, not the person who's laughing at you or the person who says that you're attention seeking, right?
I learned so much from this. Even though we planned this podcast, I feel like I learned more throughout
Yeah, I
speaking
mean
on this episode.
we did like go slightly free flow, freestyle, right? Freestyle.
Wow. Joe, you're so wise.
Oh shit! Not many people say that to me, but sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's the end of our first episode. We are trying. I think we will.
We will.
We are
post,
setting smart goals.
We will post every single week.
Yes. Every Monday. Ideally at 7 p.m. Yes.
Ideally, but essentially, this episode will be on Wednesday latest. But our goal from this episode onwards is to post every single Monday at 7 p.m. on our YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Music.
Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts.
You can follow us on social media on Instagram and TikTok. It's 1m3y.podcast.
Yay!
Yeah, so see you next week.
Alright.
We need to be more sure. I will see you next week.
We will see you next week.
We will see you next week.
Alright. Then I guess this is the end of our first episode. Thank you for listening.
Bye.
Goodbye.